Hey guys, what is up? My name is Lannon and welcome to the Jersey Zone. Now, I haven't done a video before on just one signing in particular, but I felt this signing was fairly important and it kind of encapsulates everything about how I feel of how the Leafs have done this offseason and what they've done this offseason. So the Leafs signed Joe Thornton to a 1-year, $700,000 contract, and I am so split on kind of what the Leafs have done this offseason. I love it a lot in some areas, and in ways I don't like it as much. I'm very conflicted because, on one hand, they're adding a lot more grit, a lot more leadership with a lot of the moves that they have made this offseason. They've added Joe Thornton, they've added Spezza back again, they've added Wayne Simmons, they've added Zach Bogosian as well. They've added a lot of grit, toughness, and leadership with a lot of the signings that they've brought in, and they've all brought them in on a cap hit under $1.5 million for all of them. So it's not like they're overspending for this leadership or for this toughness. So I like that in some ways. But then at the same time, I kind of wonder how effective this bottom six will be, if it'll have a tough time scoring. If the top line doesn't do well one night, will we even score a goal at all? Is their toughness and grit gonna be enough to kind of help the Leafs push forward and actually hopefully make it past a round at least, or if it'll be too slow and it'll hurt them in the long run? I'm very, like I said, torn. I am kind of leaning a little bit towards more the one side of positivity, with that their leadership and their grit will help them out a little bit more than their previous team. One thing that I am happy about is that Kyle Dubas has shown that he is willing to change and he's willing to see kind of what works, because last season that just didn't work. The entire season was bad. It wasn't even just the playoffs or just the David Aries game or just the tenure with Mike Babcock. It was really honestly the whole season. They only kind of had that 10-game stretch with Sheldon Keefe where he first came in that the Leafs actually looked fairly good. Other than that, they just didn't feel right all season long, and that maybe there was just too much skill on that team, and that if they did just get pushed around, that was it for the night. Like, they just gave up. So I am excited to see how they'll do moving forward. The main issue that I have with the Leafs for probably the past couple of seasons has been their motivation, because it just feels like some nights they'll be one of the best teams in the NHL. Their forwards will be absolutely crazy. Their defense, still not the best, but it will be fine. It'll be passable. It won't be a big deal. And then their goaltending will be fantastic. But then the next night, they can be one of the worst teams in the NHL. They won't put up basically any shots against the other team. Their defense will be miserable, just so bad. And then Freddie will have a bad game, and it feels like all of that happens in the same night, and it happens fairly frequently. And so they're just such a Jekyll and Hyde team, as a lot of people have called them, because just one night they'll be so good and the next they'll just be so awful, and you can never really know what team you're going to get on each individual night. So what I'm hoping is, with the Joe Thornton signing and with these other signings of toughness and grit and leadership that they're bringing in, is that will help motivate the team and make them a lot more consistent. So I'm so conflicted because I'm just so unsure of how this is going to play out. But this is probably the most intrigued that I've been going into a Leaf season in a couple of years now, probably since the Austin Matthews year when he came in, because I truly don't know how this team is going to perform. I'm excited and nervous and happy and slightly upset all at the same time. It is so many emotions, and I just cannot wait for the season to start. I really hope that we actually have a season this year, and I do think we will have a season. We'll just have to wait and see when it starts and exactly how it's going to work. But like I said, I'm just so intrigued with the season coming up. I just can't wait to see how these changes that the Leafs have made will affect their lineup. And they still probably aren't even done yet either. They still need to sign Dermott and Mikheyev and Joey Anderson. They still haven't done that yet. So I don't think they're done. They need to trade someone to sign those guys. They don't have enough cap room to sign all of those guys. So yeah, I don't know. It's going to be a crazy year. It's going to be a crazy season. I cannot wait. Anyways, that is going to be it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more hockey and jersey content. Also, make sure to follow me on my Instagram and my Twitter at the Jersey Zone YT on Instagram and at the Jersey Zone on Twitter. But yeah, like I said, that's it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.